Whoops. Hey, I'm Zach Zeller, America's #1 practical nutrition coach, here to tell you 3 ways to make fasting easier. Now, intermittent fasting requires you to go without any kind of calories for, a set amount of time. I like to use a more flexible window of 12 to 16 hours. So, number one, these guys can come in handy. Glutamine. Now, glutamine is an amino acid that your intestines actually use for fuel. So it's good stuff. It's kind of like your body uses carbohydrates and fats for energy. Your intestines, the villi, the little finger-like projections that help you absorb and defend you from invaders that come down your throat into your intestines, they like glutamine. And so glutamine is great not only for increasing your gut health, especially increasing your gut health when you're not putting any strain on it by eating during your fasting window. It also can reduce sugar cravings because you're getting that energy and you don't need it from sugar. So you're satisfying that need and your need for sugar goes down. Number 2, caffeine seems to help a lot of people too. Now there's people like Ryan McGinn and Greg Greenway and a lot of other proponents of fasting that like black coffee. I'm not a big fan, but if that works for you, that's fantastic. For me, it's like way too stimulating and way too drying, but still, it's a great option. Have a lot of respect and love for those guys. They have excellent programs if you're looking to get shredded and ripped as well. And I forgot what I was saying. But basically, instead of using the coffee, you can use teas instead. And so it's a similar concept, except there's a little bit less caffeine if you're sensitive to caffeine, or you just prefer tea. So it's fantastic. Because just like coffee, there's health benefits to, I'm sure you know, green tea, even a black tea. White tea is good too. If you're having white tea, add a little bit of lemon, it unlocks a little bit more antioxidants. Yes. And so tip number 3 is going to be, where'd it go? There we are. I'm sure you see this in a lot of my videos, my little water bottle. Staying full with water. So you can always, if you feel hungry, that's because you judge satiety by like stretch receptors in your stomach. So if those stretch receptors are, full of food, if your stomach's full of food, your stomach gets stretched out compared to when it's empty, and it sends signals. It's like a reflex to your brain that your stomach's full, don't eat any more, or else you're gonna like explode your stomach, which is not good for staying healthy. Now, when you have water, especially on a fast, it fills you up by filling up the stomach for a little bit, and then once you fill it up, you can get past those mental hunger pangs, because they happen to everyone. It's just a part of life. When you're hungry, you want to eat. But fasting, especially when you start, it can be tough to transition and you can get a little bit of hunger. Now, if you don't like just straight up water, you can always use like carbonated water, and it's all good stuff. Just be sure that it doesn't have any added sugars or sugar alcohols, because the sugar is going to interfere with the fasting. Sugar alcohols can irritate your gut, and that's not what we're going for. So again, those are 3 great ways that you could get through your fast and make this habit one that keeps you lean for the rest of your life. Again, I'm Zach Zeller from dailynutritionhq.com, and if you like this video, then subscribe to find out when I come out with new ones.